with every stride. Operation Hambletonian complete.
On the inside, full of chance. On the outside, Lindy, Lane, and O'Donnell as they hit the wire. Continental victory has done it.
Welcome, everybody, to the 100th edition of the Hambletonian Post Draw. We'd like to thank everybody for attending today, whether you're tuning in with us online or with us in person. We've got lots going on coming up on Saturday, so we're going to kind of hopefully move through this a little bit quickly, but plenty to get through. First and foremost, I'd really like to thank our sponsors for putting on this event this afternoon, the NJOS, the United States Harness Raiders Association, and the Grand Circuit. I have plenty of guests joining us throughout this post position draw. I have track announcer and my colleague Ken Workington, Jim Grow with us, and of course Carson Kressley is back with us once again to help with the draw. So first and foremost, we're going to send it over to Ken Workington. He has a couple of special guests to interview before we kick off this afternoon's draw.
Thanks very much, Jessica. First on our agenda, we'll bring in the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Hambletonian Society, six-time Hambletonian winning driver, Hall of Famer John Campbell, 29 starts in the Hambletonian, 6 wins, 5 seconds, and 5 thirds. 16-time money champ and 16-time Meadowlands leading driver. It's been said this year's edition, John, is the deepest, the strongest group of 3-year-olds in years.
Oh, well, I'm not going to argue with that, that's for sure. It's certainly some really, really good horses in there, and there is not a standout, I don't think. I don't think there's going to be a 2 to 5 shot. And for people that want to bet, there's going to be some really good horses that are 4 to 1 and higher on the board.
This is going to be a great betting race, maybe the best betting race of the year. Also, the 3-year-old crop this year has been exceptionally strong, and you've had a lot of time to plan for this 100th Hambletonian.
We have. It's been a 2-year adventure. Moira Fanning has spearheaded it, as I said, beginning 2 years ago, and there's certainly a lot of planning, a lot of execution. Certainly can't thank the Meadowlands. Can't thank the Meadowlands staff, Jason Settlemore and Jeff Garrell's team at the Meadowlands. Certainly the Hambletonian staff that I'm very fortunate to work with each and every day. And between the two of us, we think we're going to have a really good event on Saturday.
So many years the Meadowlands has hosted the Hambletonian. It's been, you got to admit, a great host. Why does it work so well, the Meadowlands?
Meadowlands is the flagship racetrack for harness racing worldwide, and it was a natural fit, in my opinion. Certainly there was some controversy when it came to the Meadowlands in 1981, but I think that controversy died down rather quickly, and it's been home since that, and that's where it belongs.
We've got national television coverage. You've got to be proud of that.
Absolutely. Being on network TV the last 4 years, I believe, on Fox as part of America's Day of the Races, very exciting.
You've won 6 times. Is there a recent Hambletonian that stands out to you that you weren't in?
Cool Papa Bell, my brother, had to be so happy for him. Vito Cucci, who was our gracious host here today at the Chateau Grande is his hotel, was the breeder of Cool Papa Bell. So that one stands out. It was certainly special to hand that trophy to Jim in the winner's circle.
All right. Well, we won't forget the image last year with the downpour. You had a bad hair day. Let's just admit it, right?
I don't have that many good hair days anymore. But, yeah, we're going to have better weather today. It looks like a great forecast. I don't think it's going to be that hot and or that humid. And I just think we're going to have a really good crowd, and it's going to be an event that people will remember.
All right, John, thanks a lot. And congratulations on just getting the Hambletonian here to the 100th Hambletonian. And enjoy your day.
Well, thank you. There's a lot more people than me to thank for that, but I certainly appreciate that, Ken.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, John Campbell, the great Hall of Famer. Let's bring in our Chief Operating Officer and General Manager, Meadowlands Racing and Entertainment, Jason Settlemore. Jason, the headlines last week, I should say, said the Big M bullish on the future, and there's a lot going on right now.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that we can stand John and Moira. But no, it's fantastic to work with the Hambletonian Society. They've got a great group of people. So not only thanks to Jeff and his wife Paula, but the Hambletonian Society and the hard work and dedication they put into it, our horsemen at the SBOA of New Jersey. But yes, we're certainly bullish on the future. Over the last couple of weeks, it looks like things are getting clearer and clearer at the end of that tunnel. So we're pushing forward there, and as I like to say, we're cautiously optimistic. But we'll get a new governor here in November, and then once she is put in office, right, Mike? Right. Once the new governor is elected, it'll make things a lot clearer for us.
Financially, and when it comes to family entertainment in this area, it's expensive, but we've put a pretty good package together on certain nights, and most nights actually, and it's a good entertainment value to come to the Meadowlands and enjoy a night at the races.
Yeah, it certainly is, and that's one of the things I've always been proud of with our team as well. Marianne and Rachel and the entire Meadowlands team, including yourself. That's one of the things that we're able to do, especially during the summer months, is put that family activity together for those families with all the different promotions and marketing things that we do.
And, well, you've got a rooting interest, I think, on Hambletonian Day, don't you?
Just a little bit. I was, I was pretty nervous going into Nordic Catcher's race the other night. I thought if he was no good, that my week leading up to the Hambletonian would be pretty bad. But Nordic got the job done, and Jeff was smiling at the end of the night.
All right, terrific stuff. Jason, great planning, and things have come to fruition. We've got a big day coming up Saturday, and lots to look forward to.
Yeah, and the weather looks perfect. So knock on wood, and because we've had those days where it's been 110 in the shade and then pour down in the winner's circle last year. But it looks like the weather's going to hold out for us. The closer we get, the forecast gets more concrete in the upper 70s. So that's what we're hoping for, to be a perfect day. And we're sold out inside, and the grandstand, or out in the grandstand, is actually free this year. So it should be a great day of racing, and we're super excited. We've been planning with the Hambletonian Society for well over a year on this 100th Hambletonian.
Jason, congratulations on getting us to this point, and enjoy the day.
Thank you very much. It's great, and it couldn't be done without John and his team.
Jason Settlemore, John Campbell, doesn't get any better than that, Jessica.
No, it sure doesn't. Of course, we thank the Hambletonian Society and everybody at the Meadowlands for their effort, like they had alluded to. It's been a long time planning, it feels like, and I can't believe it's already going to be here on Saturday, August 2nd. I'm excited to announce that Carson Cressy will be with us once again on Saturday. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, Carson.
No, please stay seated. Stay seated. Thank you.
First and foremost, last year was your first Hambletonian. What did you think of it? I know it was a little dramatic with the rain, of course, but
yeah, it was dramatic. We didn't expect the deluge. Carl and I were drenched, but I kept him calm. And me and a bunch of Swedish ladies in the winner's circle realized that Gucci can turn into a wet T-shirt contest very quickly. And I saw some things I have only seen in movies. But it was the most incredible day. It is so fun. I love the people of the standardbred industry. I have a standardbred show horse, Flying Private, who was a reserve world champion at the Kentucky State Fair. So I know how wonderful the breed is. I know how kind and athletic they are. So I'm just very happy to be a part of it.
I was going to ask you. You have a standardbred tie. You love the horses. It's a little different seeing them out on the racetrack, though.
It is. It is. They're so fast and so powerful, and it's just very, very exciting. And I love hearing about how close the field is this year, because it'll make for some very exciting wagering.
Yes, it sure will. And on Hambletonian
Day, going to bring
Day,
at least $10.
Oh, at least $10, yes. So on Hambo Day, you're going to be judging our hat contest.
Yeah, there's going to be a hat contest. We did it last year. I think there's an adult and a kid version.
Yep.
And I think it's a great way. I mean, we always need to look for ways to bring people who maybe don't understand or don't realize or haven't experienced how exciting horse racing can be, harness racing especially, and fashion contests and hat contests, and getting the community into the grandstand and on the grounds is a really important part of that. So I'm just thrilled to to be there, and I know what I'm doing
Yes.
in that arena.
Yes, we'll have a best dressed contest as well.
I
So
saw that.
hat contest, best dress contest. Make sure you bring your best dress or your best suit on Hambo Day. It's going to be a nice day. Well, thank you for joining us. You are going to
Of
actually
course.
assist us with the draw. So
I
don't
heard.
don't go anywhere.
I'll be
we'll-
right here.
We'll come right back to you. There is plenty for everybody on Hambletonian Day, of course, the 100th edition, and it's not just the Hambo and the Hambo Oaks. We've got 16 races, $3.2 million in prize money, plenty of superstars on tap throughout the day. It's definitely going to be the greatest day in harness racing. Ken, what were your thoughts on the Hambletonian Oaks eliminations?
Well, Delaney Hanover, I'm leaning towards her. Coming off a tough trip in the Del Miller, she rallied stoutly to a new mark of 152 and 3, didn't pop the plugs. Champagne Problems raced a lot better on an easy lead, finished a solid second. Sound Judgment was a pretty good 44-1, finishing third. The second elim, it was Miss Belmar, brushed to the top, made a little misstep, maybe hooked a boot there in the deep stretch, and almost cost her. Held off Deja Blue is the horse, the key horse I'm looking at. Saved all the ground to grab second and closed stoutly. Wallsby was a solid third, another 152 and 3 mile. And then in the third, it was the 1-5 chalk, Conversano, who steamrolled first over, appeared to be home free, got lonely on the lead. Our Charm, the pace setter, was well rated and came back on later. And a Perfect Annie, no real threat after a perfect trip, but she should be better this week. So that's a basic synopsis of the 3 eliminations.
Yeah, definitely interesting, and a couple of those eliminations, not just in the Oaks, but in the Hambo as well. We'll get to that a little bit later on. 3 eliminations for both, which is always great to see as well. And the richest fourth place finisher, lifetime earnings-wise, made it into the final.
And by the way, Andrew McCarthy, Scott Zeron, and Yannick Gingras all advanced to Philly, so
Yes.
there will be driver changes.
Yeah, we'll go over those when we go over the draw. We're going to bring in a package. I'm not sure if it's going to be synced up with here, but for those that are watching live, we're going to bring in the roll-ins for each one of the eliminations for the Oaks and then the Oaks package. So stay with us.
On the inside, Sound Judgment trying to squeeze through, and here comes Delaney Hanover on the outside. Delaney Hanover rallies right by Champagne Problems. Delaney Hanover at 11-1 for the money man, Scott Zeron. Delaney Hanover takes it over Champagne Problems. Miss Belmar scoots off by 2. It's Miss Belmar. Wallsby full out. Now Deja Blue on the rails, scoots through late, and she's coming hard. Here comes Deja Blue on the inside. Miss Belmar. Then Deja Blue, Wallsby, and Our Lady W. Trying to fight back on the inside, Our Charm, squeezing through a Perfect Annie with late trot. Splitting late Teresi, and then E.L. Nightwish to the wire. Late move from Our Charm, who's come back. Conversano, Our Charm, Conversano, either one.
After finishing third in her elimination, a Perfect Annie will go behind the gate for trainer Carter Pinsky. She's owned by the Pinsky stables, Melvin Hartman and Andre Farm.
Yeah, this is a wide-open final. Delaney Hanover may have the slight edge, as I said, with her stalking style. Conversano's been very consistent in a breakout season for Juan Cano. Miss Belmar can do it either way. Deja Blue rebounded with a 26-2 on the end of her mile for Nancy Tactor, who has 3 in the final, and she won the 2020 Oaks with Sorella.
2024 Dan Patch Award winner Champagne Problems finished second in her elimination. She'll go behind the gate for Nancy Tactor. Owners in our DNA stable, Patrick Hoops, Rojan Stables, and Caviar Farms. Elimination winner Conversano will head behind the gate for Juan Cano in his Oaks debut. He's owned by Hot Lead Farm. Deja Blue was closing hard in her elimination. She was one of 3 finalists for trainer Nancy Tactor. She's owned by Crawford Farms Racing and Tom Pontone. Delaney Hanover turned heads in her upset in her elimination win in the Oaks for trainer Lucas Wallen. She's owned by Wiseman Farms, Sherman Stables, and Wallen Racing Stable. Miss Belmar was on top of her game in her elimination for trainer Noel Daly. She made it 2 in a row for trainer Noel Daly, owners Alyssa Stables, Dean Ergrot, Joe Sabraco, JAF Racing, and Zai Zai Racing. Our Charm cut the mile in her elimination before getting nosed out at the wire. She heads to post for trainer Linda Toscano. She's owned by M&L of Delaware and Armitage Farm. Sound Judgment stamped her way into the Hambletonian Oaks final with a 3rd place finish in her elimination. She's trained by Jim Oscarson, and Bloomberg Stable owns her. To round out the trainer Nancy Tactor trainees, Teresi, finished 4th, but she had the highest lifetime earnings for the Tactor stable, so she will stamp her way into from the elimination into the final. She's owned by Pride Stables, John Fielding, Caviar Farms, and Herb Liverman. After a very game third place finish in her elimination, Wallsby will head behind the gate for trainer Tron Schmedhammer. She's owned by Purple Haze Stable and M3 Racing Stable. So that is that field of 10 that will head behind the gate for the Hambletonian Oaks elimination. We are now going to draw the post positions. Winners draw posts 1 through 6, 1 through 6. I was told wrong. Presiding Judge Jim Groh will do the drawing, and Carson Cressley will draw the balls.
Okay, so we're going to put 1 through 6. Oh, bucket. Okay. Okay, so hang on, this one's going out. So I got the 3 elimination winners there.
Draw. Post 6. Conversano, post 6. James McDonald will pick up the drive on Conversano, post 6 elimination winner. Five. Delaney Hanover. Lucas Wall and Scott Zeron teaming up for an upset in elimination for the Oaks, post 5, Delaney Hanover. Post 1. Miss Belmar. Miss Belmar will head behind the gate for trainer Noel Daly. Andrew McCarthy sticks with Miss Belmar.
Okay, now put the rest of those. Oh, in with the one that's in there already. Yep. So I got the other 7 names are in here. Let me just grab one of these and go ahead.
4. Our Charm. Post 4. David Miller is going to pick up the drive on the filly by propulsion for Linda Toscano. 8. Wall Speed. Post 8. Tron Smedhammer. Purple Haze Stable. M3 Racing Stable. Post 8. 2. Deja Blue. Post 2. Her mom and dad won a Hambo. See if she can get the Hambo Oaks job done for trainer Nancy Tactor, driver Yannick Gingras. 10. Torrisi, another Nancy Tactor trainee. This is affiliated by Walner, post 10. Tetrick will pick up the drive. 3. Sound Judgment, post 3. Kevin and Jim Oscarson teaming up there after a 3rd place in their Oaks elimination. 9. Champagne Problems, post 9. Co-owner Ella Johansson assisting us with the names, post 9 for Champagne Problems. 7. A Perfect Annie, 3rd in her elimination for trainer Carter Pinsky, driver Todd McCarthy, post 7. So that is the field for the Hambletonian Oaks final. Miss Belmar, post 1. Post 2, Deja Blue. Post 3, Sound Judgment. Post 4, Our Charm. Delaney Hanover, post 5. Conversano, post 6. Post 7, A Perfect Annie. Wallsby from post 8. Champagne Problems, post 9. And Torrisi, post 10. Ken Workington will have an interview.
Yeah, John Wiseman's here, a co-owner of the 5 Delaney Hanover. Recap the story behind this filly and your involvement.
You mean Delaney?
Absolutely.
So basically, we were chasing after Delilah, and when we looked at her, she was toned in really bad, and we kind of said, "No, we don't want that." And she brought like 300,000, and God bless, she won 300,000 racing. And so, anyway, long story short, my son said, "Hey, let's go and look at the Delaney," and I said, "We can't afford her. She's gonna bring too much money." And we went along, we look at it, and I'm like, wow, what a beautiful filly. And anyway, we're sitting in the ring, and Marilyn had gone right before her and kind of sucked the air out of the room. And she stuck at 130,000, and Colby starts bidding. And next, you know, we ended up owning her for 160, and Lucas came to us right after the thing goes, hey, we want in on her, and I said, okay, and well, everything's history.
She's first of all, she's coming off the mile of her life, fresh off the mile of her life. So she's got something really, really big to build on. Is that something you expected last Saturday?
We knew she had it in her, but I mean, it was just a wonderful surprise.
And let's see, post 5, right in the middle of the pack. So you got some options. I guess is she better coming from off the pace, or what do you think?
I think she's better from coming at the 3/4 pole and let her come home, because we know she's got some crazy speed coming home.
What will this mean to the connections?
The home run.
All right. Congratulations on getting her here, and best of luck. All right. Juan Cano. Do we have Juan Cano here? Juan, just want to get a few words from Juan Cano. Step up, Juan. I know you're emotional, but so am I. Conversano has been super, super consistent in a breakout season, kind of a breakout season for you, my friend. What were you thinking crossing the wire?
I was afraid a little bit, but I know he can get it done. I know he fight back when he see horses coming.
What has brought this filly to form this season? This is like a breakout season for her. How is she? Why has she progressed so much? Your expert training, perhaps?
When he was a cheer, he was really amateur. Like, he given me a lot of trouble. He was run down. He was doing so much, and so final the day in the handball, he made a break, and I told the owner, I'm done. Let's bring it back when he was a 3-year-old, and he's coming back really good now. So.
She's been ultra consistent. Has she thrown in a bad race at all this year?
No, not yet.
Well, post 6, let's see. You got James. Do you know James McDonald? He can drive. He's pretty good.
Well, I know he drove one of my horses last week, and he did it good.
All right, terrific stuff. Now, what kind of a week will your filly have?
Well, he was really good today. He jogged really good, and he coming sound, no problems or anything.
How do you map out her the strategy? What are you going to say to James McDonald, or are you just going to leave it up to the master?
I don't know yet. I go making my decision yet. I go late. He's a good driver too.
Well, congratulations on getting her to the Hambletonian final. Thrill of a lifetime for you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Juan Cano, ladies and gentlemen, right there. He's got his own cheering section too. How about that? The Juan Cano Club. Go ahead. Do we have
All right,
Nancy
there we go.
Tactor here? Nancy's not here? No. Okay.
We got the co-owner, Ella Johansson of Champagne Problems.
Well, it's up to you.
No words? Okay. All right, so we're going to move on to the Hambletonian final. 3 more interesting eliminations, Ken. A couple of mishaps that happened, maybe a few horses that we thought were going to make it into the final but didn't, and a couple of upsets as well. What were your thoughts on the 3 eliminations for the Hambletonian?
Yeah, Emoticon Legacy, he launched a methodic move to the top past the half. He backed down the pace of 57 middle half, and he barely outsprinted them 27-3. It was a much-needed start for him. We had Greenmaw, who picked up live cover second over. He was a hard-charging runner-up for Tron Smedshammer. A blank stormed home in 26-3, and they had Meshuggah, who got shuffled and was finishing well in traffic in 26-3. So that was the first elim. And then we had Super Chapter. It takes 3/8 of a mile to clear. He was able to rate the pace, took off in 26-2 under minimal urging over Maximus Mirus, who closed stoutly, and Gap Kronos. He was forced to come first over. The third elimination, well, it was all the way for Nordic Catcher with the bridle change. He took no prisoners. He won the fastest, career best 150-3. Last quarter 26-2 for Okas Fonstead, who said he might have more if he pulls the shoes on Saturday. Maryland was fourth off the speed early, forced first over, and turned in a relentless rally of 26 flat. He was good. Go Dog Go was good, beaten favorite, got a live toe into it, tracking Maryland, and was outsprinted third in 26 3/5. So I got to see the draw. I'm not sure.
Yeah. You've been in charge, or each and every year you do the Hambletonian winner book and then the road to the Hambletonian. What has been, from your point of view, I guess, maybe the most changes within these horses? Because obviously they're going to change a little bit from 2 to 3.
There weren't a whole lot of changes. I mean, Super Chapter's been he's been picture perfect, 5 for 5. Emoticon Legacy, the track record at Mohawk in the good times. Luke Blay is a master, great trainer. He's been there, done that.
Right.
With Forbidden Trade. It's tough to go against. I think if Oki finds a little more speed from Nordic Catcher, he's down the road. I don't think it matters where he draws. he's just going to play catch me if you can. He's done that with Captain Corey and so on. So it's going to be tough. It's a great betting race, but you got some bombs in there like that. If it gets a little crazy up front, you've got Blank, Meshuggah, Maximus Miras. We haven't seen his best yet.
I don't think so either. I think his best race at the end of the year last year, of course, was in that Breeders' Crown.
Right.
Anybody who surprised you maybe coming into this race?
Not particularly. Go Dog Go. He's been pretty solid. Maryland hasn't won a race this year, but just keeps on trying hard. So again, if the pace scenario sets up for the closers, it's going to be a scramble to the wire.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm with you. I think I need to see the post positions, as does Dexter Dunn before he makes his choice behind Maryland or Super Chapter. Same thing. We are going to do a little bit of a recap with the eliminations. You'll see them here, but it's not correspondent with what's going on live. So we'll send it to the eliminations package, and we'll get right on into it.
Some room on the inside, trying to squeeze through and slingshotting off cover. Greenmaw on the outside, and from way back comes Blank with late trot. Emoticon Legacy. Greenmaw is inching in. Emoticon Legacy. Emoticon Legacy and Greenmaw hit the line together. Game first over was Gap Cronus. He's still second. Rally from Maximus Miras down the side of the racetrack. But it's Super Chapter. 5 for 5. Super Chapter dominates over Maximus Miras. Maryland on the outside coming at him. Then it's Go Dog Go to the wire. Nordic Catcher all the way. Maryland is closing. Nordic Catcher! And Maryland hit the line together. Favorite finishing third. So I think Super Chapter's got the edge. Still.
Trainer Marcus Melander has 4 heading into the final. Blank finished third in his elimination, owned by SRF Stable Holly Lane Stud East Limited. A perfect 4 for 4 in his sophomore campaign. Emoticon Legacy won his elimination for Luke Blay and Determination. You mentioned that earlier, Ken. They've kind of been there, done that. Gap Chronos is one of 2 for Aki Svanstedt heading into the 100th Hambletonian. He was third in his elimination. He's owned by Bruni Racing, Dream Team Incorporated, and part of the Dream Incorporated. Go Dog Go, he faced his first loss in 2025 after finishing third in his elimination. I still thought it was a very good effort. He's trained by Carter Pinsky, owned by Wiseman Farms and Al Lidfeld. Greenmaw closed nicely in his elimination to finish second. Tron Schmedhammer does the training. Purple Haze Stable does the owning. Hopefully we'll see Wanda Policini on Hambo Day. That would be nice to see her out supporting her 2 horses. All eyes have been on Maryland as he is seeking to get his first win of his sophomore season. Trained by Marcus Melander, he's owned by Cron Incorporated, PCW Racing, Holly Lane Stud East Limited, and S. Stewart R. Thorne. From post 7, Maximus Miras put a 26 last quarter in his elimination to finish second. Lucas Wallen does the trainee. I don't want to butcher this name if it's Kajel or Kajel Anderson, does the owning on Maximus Miras. The highest lifetime earner is that finished 4th in those Hambletonian finals, Meshuggah. He goes behind the gate for Marcus Melander and owner Courant Incorporated. Nordic Catcher, he poised an upset in his elimination going gate to wire for trainer driver Oki Svanstedt. He also does the co-owning with Mr. Gorell's Little E LLC. He was actually on my top 5 Road to the Hambo for the past couple of months. So nice to see him get in to the final after a very game front gate to wire effort there. And to round out the Marcus Melander 4, heading into the final on Saturday, elimination winner Super Chapter. He got the job done, 151-1. He's been super consistent throughout his career as well. 10 wins from 16 starts. Marcus Melander does the training. Jeff Snyder, Arthur Perotti, and Hanover Shoe Farms are the owners on Super Chapter. I did mention, of course, Dexter is going to wait until after the draw to see who he is going to take, Maryland or Super Chapter. So elimination winners draw 1 through 6, and we'll get that underway.
Okay, so same thing, the first 6 balls. We got the 3 elimination winners in there. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
6.
Nordic Catcher.
Nordic Catcher, post 6. 3.
Emoticon Legacy.
Emoticon Legacy, post 3. Luke Blay, Louis Waugh. 2.
Super chapter.
Super Chapter, Post 2, one of 4 Marcus Melander trainees. Oh,
Hopefully there aren't any in there.
There was 2 in there.
Yes, that's okay.
we'll put the rest of the pills in.
Okay.
Yep, I'm ready.
8.
Blank.
Blank, Post 8, Marcus Melander, Andrew McCarthy, Post 8. 1.
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah, Post 1. Bjorn Goop will be in town to drive Meshuggah. 10.
Go, dog, go.
Go, Dog, Go. Post 10, Carter Pinsky, Todd McCarthy. Post 10. 5.
Maximus Mira.
Post 5, Maximus Miras, a nice closing effort in his elimination, finished second behind Super Chapter, Post 5. 4.
Maryland.
Maryland, Post 4, looking for that first win of his sophomore season. Maryland, Post 4. 7.
Gap Chronos.
Gap Chronos, Post 7. Teacher, go pick up the drive on Gap Chronos from Post 7.
Grima.
Post 9. Green Ma, Post 9. Trod Smith-Tambert as a training and driving for Wanda Policini. So there you have it. The draw for the 100th Hambletonian Meshuggah. Post 1, Super Chapter. Post 2, Emoticon Legacy. Post 3, Post 4, Maryland. Post 5, Maximus Miras. Post 6, Nordic Catcher. Post 7, Gap Chronos. Blank from Post 8. Post 9, Grima. And Go, Dog, Go starts from Post 10. Ken has a special guest, Marcus Melander.
Well, back in 1998, Chuck Sylvester had 4 in the Hambletonian final. We looked that up, by the way. Muscles Yankee finished first, second, second last, and last. And you've got 4 in, and you've got the 2 top dogs, I think. And first of all, the driver change, or the driver choice. We've got Maryland and Super Chapter. Both drew well. Who's going to drive which? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
Dexter will probably not call game here until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
9:59.
It's going to happen tomorrow. Okay. Let's talk about Super Chapter. Is he the perfect trotter so far? You used the word perfect the other night in the winner's circle. 5 for 5 this season.
Yeah, he's a great gated horse. You know, he goes around there in its ice track, and he's just like a car to drive.
Unbelievable. Do you think he has the edge? Does he have a bit more left in the tank, or does he have more in the tank?
I mean, Dexter says he's do it very easy every time, you know, and there's been some races he's been doing it on the front, and, you know, he can cut the mile itself and then sprint home. But he's a very consistent horse, and he always gets the job done.
Maryland is a champion, a millionaire, a Dan Patch Award winner. Hasn't won this year. Is that going to hurt the horse? Or it doesn't seem that it's hurting his attitude. He just keeps coming at the wire.
Yeah, he keeps coming every week. You know, I feel bad for the horse that, you know, like Saturday there, you know, he raised his eyeballs out and didn't get up for the win. But, you know, it's a fighter, and we draw good. So, yeah, it'll be exciting.
You had traffic with Meshuggah. Now he's got the rail. And what's the story behind getting Bjorn Goop to drive?
Yeah, he had the rail in the British Crown last year. It didn't go that well. He made a break. But Bjorn, the decision there is like the horse needs a little bit of gating poles, both inside and outside. So it felt like a good fit.
And Blank Post 8 with Andrew McCarthy. Blank's been coming around. He's a sleeper in there if they mix it up.
Yeah, very good. You know, if it's some good speed in there, you know, he closed good every week now. So a little far out there, but you know, if we get some luck, you know, he can get a good piece of it.
Marcus, you've been second 3 times. You're knocking on the door. You got 4 in the final, 2 real good ones. What would it mean to finally kick that door in?
It would be amazing, you know, but you know, if we can't get it done this year, we'll try again next year.
Well, congratulations on your success so far, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Who can we get? Lucas Wallen. Is Lucas Wallen around? Lucas is busy right now. We'll get a few words from Lucas on Maximus Miras. I was wondering where this horse was earlier in the season. I was going to take him off the list because you hadn't raced him. You finally qualified him, and you said to me in your note there on Facebook that you're going to hear from this horse, and we have.
Yeah, it took a little longer than we wanted, but it looks like he's there now.
What was the reason behind maybe the later start?
We were just not very happy with him how we trained at Meadowlands, so we had to do some vet work, nothing serious, but took a little long for me to find out what it was, but thank God we found out.
5 or 6 starts, about the ballpark when you want to race in the Hambletonian. He's only making his third start of the season. Would you like to do you wish you had one more?
He's a champion, so I think if he shows up on his A-day, he's gonna be there anyway. But of course, one more start maybe would be ideal. But we try to get it done.
You might be seeing dollar signs because you know who your driver is, right? The money man, right? 3-time Hambletonian winner, right?
That feels very good to have him behind him, and he have done a tremendous job with him so far. So hopefully it continues.
What kind of week will your horse have, Maximus Mears?
Very easy week. You know, we have done the hard training here now, and we try to just have a normal week and don't change too much, and gonna train a little bit light here in the week, but nothing serious.
All right, you seem pretty calm, cool, and collected. I hope your horse is as well and does well in the Hambletonian on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
All right, Lucas Wallen with Maximus Mears. All right, let's see, who can we get here? Let's get, is Tron Smedshammer? Let's get Tron up here. Tron, I think I made a list once, and you had like 12 or 13, maybe 14 trotters that you've trained that made over $1 million. It's like this amazing, amazing list. And tell us the story behind Green Maw here. And at one point you said to Wanda Policini, hey, I know it. We have a Hambo horse.
Well, yeah, it's not that long ago. It was actually in the sire stake at Pocono. I told her after that start that I think we got a Hambo horse here, you know, if he continues to race like he did that day. And, you know, he's still very green, and like he got real excited up there Saturday night, and like a real handful. But, you know, he almost pulled it off. But, you know, we got an uphill battle this Saturday.
Well, one of those trotters that made $1 million is Windsong's Legacy, of course. And this is kind of one of those things like a deja vu. You're kind of turning back the clock. It's like Tron's back.
Yeah, well, I've been around. I just, you know, haven't had the right horses.
Right. Well, congratulations on getting Green Maw to the Hambletonian final, and hope for some mayhem up front.
Yeah, anything can happen.
All right, Tron Smedshammer, the American Viking. I guess that's it.
That's it. All right, a few quick things to wrap up this afternoon's post draw. One more time, Carson Kressley, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
If anybody watching that is coming with a hat on Hambo Day, what is something you want to see? Like, what is going to catch your eye?
Oh gosh,
Is it sparkles?
I mean, sparkles, something big,
Yeah.
something flashy, and then you know I always give a prize for something that's also tasteful too.
Okay.
So
classy.
You know, go either way.
Okay.
Go either way.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you
We'll
so
see
much.
you on Saturday afternoon.
I can't wait.
One more round of applause for Mr. Carson
Thank you
Kressley.
so much. Oh, and I should speak some Swedish. There's so many Swedish people here. Ver älskar er Sverige.
Jessica, I believe Cheryl Erickson is here today, right? And she wrote a book about Greyhound, do I have it right, 1935? 1935 Hambletonian winner, the great Greyhound, Cheryl Erickson. Can you stand up, please? And the book will be on sale Hambletonian Day, right?
Over here.
Oh, she's there with the book. Oh, it's right over there. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out to me. All right. Oh, she's over here. There she is. All right, and there's the stand over there. All right, there you go.
There
Cheryl
you have
Erickson, good luck.
All right. Just a couple of closing notes as well, just so everybody knows. Plenty happening, like I had mentioned, at the Meadowlands. Doors open at 10 a.m. on Saturday. A $5 admission fee. Adults get a hat. Children get an Atlanta Briar horse. The driver and trainer autograph session will start at 10 a.m. in the backyard. It goes until noon. You'll have a chance to meet your favorite driver and trainers, past and present. with plenty of Hambo champs. And speaking of Hambletonian champs, Muscle Hill will be with us on site, the 2009 Hambletonian champ, in the backyard from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Plenty of ways to win some swag from Muscle Hill. Just write your name on the back of a losing ticket with your phone number, and there'll be a drawing drum by Muscle Hill himself. So make sure you check him out from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the backyard. 2012 Hambo champ Market Share will be leading the post parade, so you can greet him along the rail as well. Plenty of activities in the backyard for the whole family, rides, face painting, and plenty more, plus music all day by DJ Alex. For sale, we will have our annual Trotter's Gold Golden Ale by Ghost Hawk Brewery, plus Hambletonian wine and Shanky's Whip Pineapple Trotter as well. The signature drink comes with a commemorative glass and cup on sale with a soft drink or for purchase as well. We heard from Carson earlier about the hat contest, prize money involved. Sign up in the lobby until 1:30 p.m. Plus, we will have $2,500 in prize money for the best dressed. Influencer Caitlin Warakonski will be on hand with us to judge as well. Complete details at playmeadowlands.com. We will also be live on Fox Network from 3 to 6 p.m. with Hambletonian coverage. Thanks to everybody who tuned in and joined us today, whether you were with us live or on site. We hope to see everybody Saturday, August 2nd. Post time is noon.